Yeah. Stay by my darling, nigga. I want them, get me now. I want them, get me now. I stay by my darling, nigga, that's why I don't come around. Cause niggas was fading me, why you have to let me down? Now I'm losing focus, nigga, why you thinking I'm a clown? Thought you was my home, nigga, you know I peeped it. I can tell if niggas scheming. Chopper hit him, now he bleeding. Pull up on me and I'm tweaking. Why you have to let me down? That's why I don't come around. Cause niggas was fading me, I had to get motivated. Life it can be complicated. Most niggas they say they don't shit what they saying. It's hard to trust when your own circle betray you. You know they get lit when them trappers keep out at night. You know they get lit when them trappers keep out at night. Now I'm on the road, I ain't never coming home. Get the bag, I gotta go. I tell you, why leave me alone? Why you blowing up my phone?
Yes, it's your boy Gordy, and this is FlowTawk. We got a new one for you. We got my man
Ajuzel Da Rebel.
and we got.
Hey yo, it's Duchess.
This is FlowTawk, episode 9. Holla at us. What's going on, fellas?
Nothing much. How are you?
Good, man. Thank you for sitting with us and sitting with me and talking a little bit about music and you know, trying to get to know y'all. And I've heard a lot about y'all. I know your dad and your mom reached out. I just met you today, so I'm looking forward to getting to know you too. So yeah, man. So Ajuzel, right?
Yeah, Ajuzel. Yeah.
Ajuzel Da Rebel and Duchess. All right, word. Tell me a little bit about yourselves, man.
I originally started doing music probably about when I was like 13 years old. Because my dad used to be into the music scene and shit. And he'd always ask me, be like, yo, son, come down to the basement. Yo, let's do some music. And I was always like, nah, I'm good. And, you know what I mean? It wasn't until like 2018 when I lost my first son. I didn't know how to express my emotions or anything like that. So I would put all my emotions into a song. And I would just start doing it that way. So that's how I started getting into music like that. And, you know what I mean? I just kept moving forward and shit like that and just keep progressing in my music and everything like that. And I just want to show and prove to everybody that, you know, someone from New Hampshire can make it out here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And shit like that.
I'm sorry to hear about you losing your kid, man. So, Duchess, what about yourself, man? Tell me a little bit about you. I'll take that key, by the way.
I started making music I started writing music, I'd say, about when I was around 10, 11 years old. I'm from the Nashville area as well. I kind of got into music through my family, kind of related. Kind of got thrown a guitar in my hand at a young age, kind of just all around, like every kind of music. From my mom to country, my grandfather to rock and roll, I'm all over the place with music. I just make a whole bunch of kind of music, but
what got you doing like the music you make now?
What got me making the music I made?
Well, let me rephrase that question. Are you still making some of the music that you were doing in the past, or are you just focused on just one genre?
Honestly, in the past, I was kind of like more hip hop related and like more rap based, but nowadays I'm kind of like branching out, like kind of more into like more alternative rock beats, stuff like that.
No, definitely, man. It's always good to kind of expand your horizons a little bit more instead of focus on one genre, because you don't, you know, sometimes you can mix the hip hop with the alternative rock and it comes out like crazy, like a masterpiece, you know.
Course,
so that's dope, man. That's dope. How long you been doing music?
I would say about 10 years.
10 years,
making
okay.
Mix like in the studio, kind of.
How about you, Ajuzel?
I've been doing it since 5 years, I guess, seriously. Like,
no, but that's seriously 5. Okay,
seriously for like 5 years.
Because I'm about to say, like, I know you've been doing it way before that.
Yeah,
just off like, you know, people just talking. Hey, you should reach out to this person.
Yeah, it wasn't like serious back then. So I would just make like little. Didn't have no meaning to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now like my music has a meaning to it. You know, I'm out here to do this for my sons. You know what I mean? I'm not stopping, bro. So I'm only trying to head to the top. That's it.
Absolutely, man, and that's important. Just embrace the journey while you get there. Don't always focus on the destination, right? Because you got one life to live, so you got to embrace every minute. That's when we're alive, right? So, what got you into doing the music that you do now? I know you said that, you know, outside of the camera, you know, your dad really introduced you to music back in the day.
Yeah.
So,
So what got me into doing the music I do now today was literally the reason, you know, why I'm feeling all this pain and all that. So it's from my 2 sons that passed away recently. My newest born son passed away December 4th.
Sorry to hear
And
that.
that really pushed me, even motivated me more to get into that superstar mindset to like, you know, I can do this and I want to do this. You know what I mean? So that's just going to keep driving me forward to keep doing what I'm doing.
I hear you. And sometimes it sucks to go through something like that. And, you know, as a father myself, I can't imagine the pain you went through, man. I'm really sorry about that. Tell me a little bit about some of the songs that you have done so far since you've been taking it serious.
All right, so let's see. I got like my old albums on there, but that album's like, I kind of mixed the whole thing myself. So it wasn't like didn't really invest in myself as much as I am now. You know what I mean? I always doubted myself, and so I was making good music. It wasn't until people started hearing it to like be like, yo, that's just good, bro. Like you need to put that shit out on streaming platforms. Yo, when you dropping your next song,
that song's fire, the one you played earlier. So.
And that song, you know, and recently in my life, I've had a lot of people that really let me down, that really betrayed me and shit like that. So I wanted to make a song for all the people out there that's been betrayed and you know, really trusted into somebody and they just, you know, they let them down and wasn't there for them like they were supposed to be.
I hear you, man. Just like sometimes you gotta, you know, keep a tight circle, because then sometimes keep your guard up, because you never know who's, you know, what agenda they got for you. You know what I mean? So they reach out to you and they reach out to you for some reason, or you know, you just sometimes nowadays in this. I mean, speaking for myself, bro, like my circle's like this. You know what I mean?
Mine too.
Super tight. So I can relate to that too. No, the quality of the music is great. The lyrics, the content, substance, great. So you know, as far as like so far, what I've heard so far on that song, I think you definitely got a banger on there, just because the production, it's unique, it's a different sound, and there's pain behind it, bro. With that. That's where real music hits, especially with people. You know, they gravitate towards it. So, congratulations on that song, man. It's really,
I wanted to get him
banger
on there too, because he's been going through the same, not like with child loss, but like a lot of drama and a lot of people, you know, doing him wrong and shit like that. And you know, his sound is good. And me and him together have that sound. You know what I mean? So it sounds good together. And
who does a lot of the production? Do you or you?
Well, we do our own productions,
Okay.
But when it comes to actually getting it recorded, we have an actual studio in Boxford, Mass.
Boxford,
Called Sound Shuttle Studios. So we go out there. I have my engineer Nicky Sticks. He's been doing every single song I've done, and you know he even dropped the price for me because I've been going there so much, and he fucks with my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really shout out to Sound Shuttle and everything, because you know they have that great sound, that great quality, great, you know, everything there. So I like that place, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
A lot of famous artists been there too, like T Grizzly been there.
Sound Shuttle. I feel like I heard that before.
You probably have.
And Mike Wayne.
Yeah, it's not owned by Mike Wayne, but Mike Wayne's an engineer there.
Yeah, okay. That's why I'm like, I remember seeing the name because of the post that I see on
like the quality is just, it sells itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just recently upgraded again, and they got a better mic and so it even sounds better now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you say that's in Boxford?
It's in Boxford, Mass. Yeah.
Where shout out to Sound Shuttle Studios, man. What are some things that you got coming up in the near future, or what are some of the plans you want to do with your music career and like some of the visions that you have?
So the plans I got going on, I got another album coming out. It's a feature album. Got a lot of features on it from pretty much my team. That's going to be coming out real soon, like in 2 months or so. But what I'm really trying to do for goals is show face more, do a lot more shows, get publicly known. I'm trying to get out there, and you know the only way to get out there is you gotta face your fears from that stage fright and all that, and just go out there, man up, show them who you are, bro. Show everybody who you are, and that's it. That's what I'm trying to
execute. Yeah, it's just get up and do it.
You gotta do it. You can't say I gotta do this, or I need to this. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that shit right now. That's the only mindset you should be in. The only way to get to the top is you gotta move.
100%. What about you, Duchess? What are some of the things you envision yourself doing in the near future, and let's say like the next 3 or 5 years or something like that in music?
In music, I really want to get my sound out more than just like kind of the New England area. I want to branch out, if that makes my music make myself get out there more. If I get out there, make my music do that for me, you know what I mean? You gotta grind. But next couple of years, I really want to get my voice heard, get my story across, how a lot of people can relate to it, see how my story can relate to the people and how they can relate to me, kind of deal.
100%. 100%. So what are some of the things that in music that you, as far as like you said that you know you guys together have a great sound. So what differentiates you two?
I'd say, in my opinion, like, I have like a lot of elements of the alternative rocks and like I'd say pop image and sort of like more singing based, and then AJ comes in with like the hip hop elements, and it kind of like mesh the two together, and it's like a perfect blend of music.
So give me a little bit of insight though when you're in the studio, right? Like let's say you're recording, right? And you the sound's dope. What are some of the things that you'll tell AJ like, yo, try this or try that? Or like what if maybe you can pinpoint it as far as like his perspective, because you have a different perspective than him, right? So like when you're recording, what are some of the things that he'll maybe point out to you that you'd be like, oh shit, that's genius? If there's any moment that you can remember.
Well, I think I've been doing this for long enough to where like I kind of mastered my sound, kind of, you know what I mean, than it was back in the day. But recently, I've been giving him pointers on like certain stuff. Sometimes I get stuck, like because he's more of the acoustic type, you know, different sound. So I'm getting him on hip hop beats. You know what I mean? I'm getting him on those hip hop beats. So
rhythm.
Yeah, get him in a different rhythm. But he already got it. He already has it down, bro. Like I don't really got to tell him much because he knows his sound. He knows what he wants to sound like. And there's some moments where he gets stuck here and there. And yo, try this tone and try this tone maybe. But that Let Me Down song, dude. Crunch Time. We went there. Dude, we went there to go record a different song. We went to go to a completely different song, dude. And what happened was we wasn't able to buy the beat at the time, so we were not going to go there, spend money to go record a song that's not going to be on platforms or anything like that. So I was like, yo, I was actually making this song yesterday. I don't know if it sounds like that was a Let Me Down song. I just, I didn't have my studio set up, so I did it on BandLab, you know what I mean? So it didn't sound, crazy, but I just try to do whatever edits to it. So we're in the car, and I showed the guys, the song while we're driving up there, because we're already halfway there, so we can't turn back now. We got to do something there.
Yeah.
So we're driving up there, and I'm like, yo, what about this track? And they're listening to it. They're like, yo, that sounds gas, bro. Yo, that sounds gas. Yo, we can do that. He's like, yo, buy the beat right now. So I bought the beat right then and there. Boom, boom, boom. We get to the studio, and then, bro, we had, did my part, did everything I got to do, and there was like 15, 20 minutes because he was writing to the song right then and there. We were only there for 2 hours. So while I was doing my, my part and everything like that, he told him crunch time, yo, because his YouTube is crunch time. So I'm like, yo, you want to be crunch time? Then show me crunch time real quick. And he gets in there and he just writes his shit, bro, and gets in the studio and just, bro, I'm telling you, 15 minutes left. And just bang, you kill that shit. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. So I didn't really have to, like, we have this like vibe that just goes, bro. It's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy because he does that singing shit too. You know what I mean? I do that sing rap shit too, and he does that sing rap shit too. But he has bars too. He got this rap song that he showed me like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, yo, you gotta put that out, bro. That shit is crazy. And it's him rapping and shit.
What are you waiting for?
And he's rapping. It was nice. It was nice, bro.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know. I got a lot of different styles of music. So like I'm trying to figure out, like, instead of just like jumbling it all together, throwing it out there, I'm trying to figure out how like I should kind of release it in a way where like see where my fan base lies, almost in a way where like, okay, these people over here like this, or like, these people like my rap.
You won't know until you drop it.
Exactly.
You won't know until you drop
it.
So when you drop it, that's when you get that feedback.
Yeah,
then you
gotta drop it.
Yeah. So when was it recorded?
I'd say like probably like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
It's some different. It's a different kind of song.
Hopefully, I can hear it outside of the cameras.
Yeah,
definitely. No, for sure.
For sure. There's definitely gas, bro. Like, cause he went from he dropped an album, it's like an acoustic album. You know what I mean? He hasn't done the rap shit since like back in the day when I first met him. He was doing all rap, like Eminem type shit, like rap.
Yeah.
There was no melodic, nothing. It was all rap, and I was just a little kid, and I was just trying to teach him back then. You're like, yo, you gotta get your flow right. Your flow gotta get good. You gotta just find your sound, bro. And here he comes. Like a couple years later, we didn't talk for a minute. It's just sound. I'm like, I bet you gotta get on track together. You know what I mean? So we were in there. It was nice. When he showed me that rap song, and I was just like, yo, let me hop on that, bro.
That's what's up.
Let me hop on that, dog. That's nice.
So you just recently performed, right? You guys did a show recently.
Hell yeah, that shit was dope, bro.
Tell me that experience and how that went.
Well, I did shows before, and it wasn't like that. Like the song has been accumulating, you know, online. You know what I mean? And I just been, you know, promoting. Then I finally scheduled a show. You know what I mean? I opened up for Nova Big Stepper. You know what I mean? I thought she was gonna have the biggest crowd, but you know, she had a crowd, but I had a crowd too. You know what I mean? So we went in there. I kind of was like third to last, and when I got on, I just got so much love from everybody, bro. It was crazy. It was the most amazing feeling you can ever feel, bro. Like my heart was like, when they called me up, my heart was, you know what I mean, pounding, because everybody gets nervous. You know what I mean? Everybody gets nervous when you're on the stage. And when I hopped up there, when they called my name, bro, they just showed me mad love, and I just took that whole, and gone. And all my confidence is, I was in there like, yo, what up, Lou? What's going on? They were like, yeah. I was like, yeah. They were like, yeah.
How many songs did you perform?
I did 3. It was only a 10-minute set.
Okay.
So I started with Let Me Down. So I started with the banger, had all the crowd going, and did a song that was unreleased that nobody heard yet. And then so I can show them, like, you know, for my new feature album that's coming out. Don't have a name yet. I'm trying to figure that out. So I showed them that song, and then I did that song for my sons. I had Tyler right here. I had Duchess right here. He was holding up one of the pictures of my sons, and then I had my fiance holding up a picture of one of my sons. So they had visuals of what my sons looked like. You know what I mean? So that was a success too, because I had grown men crying. I mean, everybody came up to me like, "Yo, that song, man, you got everybody crying." It was crazy.
Yeah, man. Your mom shared that song with me, and I'm a father of a 5-year-old and about to have a daughter in May, and that, like, just talking about it, here's mother get chills.
Yeah.
That gave me chills, man, and it was, you can feel the pain on that. It was a different experience for sure, bro. It's not something you're used to. I mean, you there's always somebody that is making a song that of, you know, pain that they felt and stuff, but like, it's different when it hits.
It's home, right?
You know what I mean? Like that's a different feeling, especially when you're a dad, bro. Like,
Yeah, all the dads out there was hitting me up. I woke up to like 120 notifications, bro.
yeah.
Tagged in mad stories, and it's just like, I was like, damn, that shit's crazy.
So
and just when everybody knew my song, it was just, that's what that excitement, bro. Like, that gives you so much adrenaline, bro. Because then when you're hearing everybody rap your song, now you're going extra crazy on the stage. You know what I mean? Now you're swagging. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's a great feeling, man.
There's something that you maybe thought about at home or wherever you thought about privately, and then to put it out there and broadcast, and then people to follow your lyrics, bro. That's powerful.
Yeah. Shout out Jonathan Gonzalez, Full Free or Die, April 13th. We're gonna be there.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you're
Connect Effect. That's at the 15 School Street at the Polish Club. It's the second floor, the function room. That's a networking event. So come through. It's a free event. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
I just wanted to shout you out there, man.
I appreciate that. So we're gonna go back to your your kids, your sons. What happened, if you don't mind me asking? If you want to start from the beginning.
So my first son, he was about 2 months. I was at work. I used to work at Market Basket, so I used to leave on my lunches and shit to go. I had an hour lunch, so I'd leave and go visit my son, every lunch. And then just one time, I went there, and I wasn't in a rush, but I was sitting outside, and then my neighbor comes out, and she's screaming. She's like, "Oh, AJ, your son, he's not breathing. So I get out the car, and I'm like, now my heart's pumping, and I get in inside. I'm hoping that nothing's wrong. You know what I mean? And I walk into my house, man, and I got my mom, my mom's boyfriend, my girl's there, my sister's there, and they're all like trying to breathe life back into my son. You know what I mean? And when they turned him to me, you know what I mean? When they turned him to me, I just seen like half his body was blue, and he was dangling, and right then and there, I was like,
Oh my God.
I went from the happiest point in my life to now I'm at rock bottom. Like, I don't know if there's a below rock bottom, that's where I was. That's how my heart felt. That's where my mind was. That's where because right then and there, I just wanted to, I wanted to just blow myself, bro. And just, what the fuck's the point? I just lost my firstborn son. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know how to deal with that shit, bro. I dropped to my knees, and I was yelling at the what are they called?
The EMTs?
Yeah, I was yelling at the EMTs. I was yelling at all of them, and I was like, "Yo, save my son. Save him." They kicked me out the house and everything, and then they came on like, "Yo, Dad, he's gone." Bro, and that was it, bro.
How did he pass away, if you don't mind me
He passed away from SIDS. It's called sudden infant death syndrome. It's something that they can't explain. It's an unexplained death. The baby's brain just pretty much tells them to stop breathing. Like, so the brain waves tell him to breathe, just didn't happen, and he just died in his sleep. So they couldn't explain anything to us. Yeah, couldn't explain nothing to us, and it's like it's a very high, risk thing. They said don't put the baby on the back, don't put the baby on the stomach, don't let the baby sleep on the stomach. So we didn't do that. But eventually started rolling over, and he was sleeping on the stomach. So they didn't tell us that it was suffocation or anything. That he didn't die from suffocation or nothing. They said, "Yo, it's an unexplained death. There's nothing we can tell you about it. It happens with babies that are 0 to 1 year old. You know what I mean? It's a high risk. You gotta just, I don't know. We did everything right. I felt like we did everything right, and it just,
Yeah, just
that
can't.
should happen. And
Sorry to hear that, man, because that you're always gonna have a why on that, man. It's just because I am familiar with SIDS because when I first had my firstborn, I did a lot of research.
scary, man.
Yeah, it's super scary. I did a lot of research, so I'm very familiar with it. But I've never met anybody that went through that.
Twice.
Oh, you've been twice?
Twice, yeah. My second son passed away from the same thing.
Oh my God.
So we started getting good. I got into a dark phase where I cut everybody off. That's what the song "What Made Me" came from. I was writing that song to explain how I was and how I was feeling at the time and when I lost my son. So I'm trying to give you guys an audio, visual, and how I was feeling for other fathers, that are going through, child loss and shit like that. I wanted to show my opinion and my side of the story. And I got stuck on the song on the last 20 seconds or 30 seconds of the song. And you know what I mean? And the song wasn't about my second son. My second son was still alive. And then December 4th hit. I went to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Last year?
Yeah, December 4th last year, bro. I went to sleep. I stayed up because he had this cough. And, I stayed up as late as I could. I had work the next morning, you know what I mean? So I stayed up as late as I could and went to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. I put him to lay down, and I wake up at 4. So it was a 3-hour gap when he passed away. And I felt like shit after, bro. I was like, damn, I should have just stayed awake. Maybe I would have caught it. Maybe I would have, I was thinking all these different things. Maybe I should have just didn't sleep and went to sleep with no sleep. You know what I mean? Just, to save him and shit like that. And I get to work, and my girl calls, and she's like, oh, I think Julian's dead. And I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here. You're kidding, bro. What do you mean? You know what I mean? I didn't believe her at first because I didn't think that can happen to the same family within a 5-year period. You know what I mean? I thought that I haven't heard of that happening to the same family twice. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? I sped home. I told my boss I wasn't coming in. I just drove. I stepped on the gas. I was driving. I was just angry-headed, just driving all the way home. And she said that the ambulance made it there. They made it there. But they had him on the pump. They had him on life support. And so I ended up going into the hospital. And I get in there, and his eyes were open because they were pumping the air into his body and shit like that. So eventually the lady came up to me, and she's like, I'm going to have to turn the thing off because mom was really bad. She was bad. I was trying to stay strong for her. So if we're both going through it, then there's going to be no help for both of us. So there had to be one person that was going to be strong enough. So they turned off the thing so it didn't do that flat line, you know what I mean? So she didn't start freaking out. And, you know what I mean? They told me that he was gone. They don't know how long his heart stopped and shit like that. And, you know what I mean?
Nobody deserves, I don't care who you are, man. Nobody ever deserves to go through something like that. That's horrible, man.
Yeah, ever since then, that's what drove me to continue. And that song that I got stuck on, what made me, it was originally a song to explain what happened to me from back then to how I got back to where I was now to this song, and then I got stuck on it. Then I lost my son. That's where the other half came in. Yeah. And then that's what made the song.
Wow, man. Bro, all I can say is that you're a strong man, bro. Honestly, I don't know how I would, if I can't imagine to be in your shoes and go through all that pain, man, and how to deal with that. The fact that you're still, up, getting ready for work every day and waking up every day, trying to be strong. I have much respect for you for that, and God bless you and your family, and I hope that, as time goes by, it starts to heal, the pain inside. It would never go away, man, but, I think I'm a big religious person, so I think God would, has something for you, has a purpose for you, and sometimes there's pain you have to go through, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. So
that's what I like hearing, bro. A lot of people tell me that, you know what I mean. That's what I believe in too, because I'm a man of God too, you know what I mean. And when people say that to me, you know what I mean, it just makes me believe it more.
Yeah, man.
There is the light at the end of the tunnel, that they're in a good place, you know what I mean. That they're there, still watching over me, and they don't want me to fall, bro. And I'm not gonna fall this time, bro.
Yeah, so. I mean, any other person that went through that, man, they would just they would be rock bottom and stay there because they wouldn't know how to keep going. You know what I mean? So like, it would be just easy. It's easier to give up on life because of the pain that you went through instead of keeping going and just sitting every day and trying, knowing that you still have people that rely on you and stuff, and you're just trying to keep positive and keep strong, even though that, inside, it's scrambled. You know what I mean? So
what keeps me strong right now is my other two boys that are alive right now.
okay,
My
yeah,
other two
two other
boys.
boys.
I
Okay.
have a 4. He's about to be 4, and then I have a 2-year-old, and that's the reason that's what gives me the strength now to not fall and not break down, not let everything come crashing down on me. You know what I mean? I gotta stay strong, stay positive, and I gotta show my sons what it's like to be a man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm trying to just show them the right
Absolutely, man. God bless those boys too, man. I know they're up there with the angels and stuff. So watching you, I'm proud of you, man. So
Thank you.
problem, man. Nah. Oof, guys, this is deep, man. This is deep, and I again appreciate you sharing that story, man. You didn't have to do that. So yeah, God, give me a moment, bro.
That's all good, man.
Shout out to all you fathers out there, all you good fathers out there taking care of your kids, man. God bless y'all, and everybody needs their dad. All the kids need their dads, man. Dads are important. Mothers, baby mothers, let your kids see your dad. It's important. Trust me, it's important. So I'm a transition a little bit, man. I'm just just kind of keep it in a positive light now.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that inspire? Well, what are some of your musical influences that have you heard back in the day that kind of reflects on your sound now?
I think I listened to a lot of Polo G, Lil TJ. Polo G kind of got me out of my little depression wave that I was in. I listened to a lot of melodic artists. That's just my style. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own select favorite artists and shit like that.
Yeah, music's subjective.
Yeah, so Polo G is like one of the big influences on me that kind of helped me with my sound a little bit. You know what I mean? Everybody got to pay homage. You know what I mean? So he kind of helped me with my little melodic wave that I got going on. That kind of showed me what I could sound like, or instead of just doing rap and staying basic. You know what I mean? I want to stay to the basics. I'm trying to grow as everything else grows. Trying to move with the wave. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't want to be stuck in the past, doing the same things everybody else is doing. I'm trying to have success. You know what I mean? I listen to let's see, can't think of his name right now. I don't know his name right now. I don't know, but Polo G, Lil TJ. I listen to like some rap shit too. I used to listen to Wheezy. That was back in the day shit.
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow. Listen to Sleepy
Weezy
Hollow.
never gets
Chef
old,
G.
bro. Weezy
Sleepy
never
Hollow,
gets
Chef
old.
G. Fucking. I don't know. Listen to all these newer artists nowadays. You know what I mean? I like their sound. I like their sound.
Absolutely.
I'm not a big like old school hip hop, and that's because I didn't grow up listening to it. You know what I
You
mean?
don't have to be, man. I'm an old school guy, but I don't expect people that are younger than me to listen to I can't stand when people my age castrate the younger folks because they don't like the old school stuff.
The boom bap. It's just the
Yeah.
boom bap beats. To me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like whatever, man. Honestly, like people have their own. That music has changed and evolved at a different. It's just different now, and you just gotta embrace it. You can't be like, oh, that's whack. It's not back in the '90s. Well, at the end of the day, it's not supposed to be.
Honestly, I don't care what anybody thinks about my shit. I'm gonna do music regardless. So
Yeah.
if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't.
Yeah, no, absolutely,
I'm
man.
a good person with
The
criticism.
main thing is that you're your own person, you're your own unique style, your own sound. You be authentic to yourself because once you're that, you can't really do anything else. You can't. It's hard not to be yourself, right?
Exactly.
So like when you try to be like somebody else, that's when it
That's when you
becomes a
start getting
problem.
the critics
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
you're trying to sound like this guy.
Yeah,
you're trying to-
exactly. But
you know what I mean,
people will listen and people will listen to music and they think negatively the first thought. They always want to think it as a negative like feedback. I don't know why. It's just I don't know if it's human nature or whatever, but I can't recall a time where I'm listening to something or somebody would send me something and I'll share it to my to either a friend or family member or whatever, and there's always a like that's whack or man, turn that off.
it's because
It's always because it's local too. A lot of people is just like, oh, it's local. I hate the word local rapper, local artist, because it puts you in a box, right? So it's like, oh, local. Oh, he's local. It puts you in a box. Every time somebody reaches out and be like, oh, hey, I have a show. Can you gather a bunch of local artists? I'm like, no, they're artists. Just because the word local, especially nowadays where everything's so digital, you're not local, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, especially using Spotify, Tidal, whatever, YouTube. It's not local. It's not local to them when they hear the music, right? So I hate that. I hate the local term. But
the thing is out here, like you try to elevate with everybody else, and you try to get people to show up to these shows, and people just don't support out here. So like, you gotta just do it in other areas so that people see. Then people will start fucking with you.
Yeah,
like it's like they see you popping out in shows out in Lowell and Lawrence or wherever else, and you got mad people coming. Then
you get a big name.
Then you eventually start getting people locally to come, because now they're like, all right, this thing he's for real now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What sucks is that you have to get a big name. Sometimes promoters, I'm one of them. So, promoters try to make money, so they'll book a name and bring people into situations and stuff, right? And then that's how the place gets packed. I hate that, the fact that you have to, in this area, sometimes you have to get a name in order to pack the house instead of just doing a show with our people.
Yeah,
and
just
pack
support.
the house. Why do we have to bring somebody from New York or Florida or whatever, fly them out, sell tickets for you to see them, so then your people can open, which is cool. I mean, that's always been like that, but it's just like, why does it have to be take to that? Why do we have to take it to that level where we can just do showcases on top of showcases and do our own shit and record it and broadcast it and show people out there that's not around here, like, yo, we get it lit over here.
So I'm saying we're supposed to put on for our city. So our city is supposed to support our local artists so that we can be known out in different areas.
Yeah.
And without support, we're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, not going to get anywhere, man. It sucks. And just people don't believe in it, and a lot of people just don't know either. Like,
even though he has a different sound, I support the fuck out of him, bro.
Yeah, no, bro.
Like, I support his sound, even though I don't typically listen to the type of music, but I see where he's going with it. I listen to the lyrics, and I like how he has a different sound. I love that he's on his own wave. He's not copying nobody. He's on his own sound, just like I'm on my own sound.
Yeah.
And I like people that are on their own shit.
Yeah, their own style.
Not just trying to copy somebody, like you were saying. You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
It's always, what I like about rock and that community. Anytime you do a show over there, like do a rock show, alternative rock, or whatever type of rock it is, the people come together, bro. There's no hate amongst each other, bro. It really isn't. There's no hate amongst each other. You do a hip hop show, all right, cool. AJ, you got a set. All right, the person that did the set before him leaves and his crowd leaves. I fucking hate that, bro. Like, bro, you got to show the same exact love as everybody else. The community, the rock community, I've been to 2 shows, and this is what I've learned, because I try to gather, I'm trying to gather pieces of information as a promoter of what I can do better for the next show. I'm just like that. I'm a sponge, when it comes to shit like that. Bro, I saw this promoter there, and he was going around with the vendors. Each vendor, he'll do a video, boom, broadcast it, 5-minute video promoting the stuff, boom. Goes next onto the artist. Does a 5-minute video from each artist before their set. Okay, make sure that everybody's still on stage. Talks to the other artist that's before them to make sure that the crowd's on stage. And like, yo, you don't have to tell us, we know. Boom. The other artists come on the mic before and be like, yo, we got, whoever on stage. Yeah. I need my people to rock the crowd. Give it up for them. I never seen that at a hip hop show, bro. Oh, I did my 10-minute set. All right, cool. They bounce out of the stage.
Running off the stage.
Out. And then the people out. And then I got my mans coming in. It's like, yo, what's up? Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the difference between alternative rock. And I feel like, as far as doing hip hop shows and stuff like that, people should take that into consideration and really go into rock shows and be like, damn, they come together, bro. There's no hate amongst each other.
Yeah, bro. Like, even if people are like moshing at like a rock or like alternative, even like non-hip hop show, like at the end of the night, they're still, yo, what's up? How you doing? Like at the end of the night, like they're making sure people are safe. I wouldn't.
That shit would get packed on a fucking Tuesday night,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying?
That shit would get packed on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, and like I don't know many shows like that, like punk shows, rock shows that aren't on like a Tuesday, Thursday in the middle of the week. Like rare ones are on the weekend, but like some of the more fun ones are even on just like in the middle of the week.
Weekday, bro. There was a spot in Manchester when I used to live over there. That's why I went to 2 shows. and they would do rock shows like on a weekday, bro. And that shit, I would go over there to talk to an owner about some other things, you know, just playing something out, maybe try to do an event. And he's like, yeah, we got this guy here too. Maybe you can guys collab. And I met this guy. I won't say his name, but he works for it's like a local promotional company. And bro, on a fucking Tuesday, he's packed out, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what? I couldn't believe it. On a Tuesday, I struggle trying to get a Saturday sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, if these venues give you a Thursday or a Sunday, bro, they won't give you Friday and Saturday. And these dudes are packing it up on a Tuesday like ain't shit.
It might be the thing. I think they just run into the Tuesday and Thursdays now because they know the days that the people are popping out now.
Facts. No,
like
for
shit,
real.
The schedule is reversed now for
No, for real. So that's one of the things that I got out of the rock community, man. And shout out to them because what they're doing is nothing short than, you know, amazing. And for them to come together with rock bands and stuff, knowing the struggle, it's the same struggle as hip hop.
Yeah, of course. Shout out all genres of music, by the way.
Facts.
All genres.
Facts. So Duchess, I'm gonna focus on you a little bit. So tell you say you're from Nashville.
Yeah, born and raised.
Born and raised. How old are you?
I am 23 years old.
Oh, you a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. What school you went to? The South or North?
North.
North. Okay.
Graduated from North. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what you see so far in Nashville with music and how it's kind of like motivated you a little bit.
Nashville, it's been like there's a lot of artists in Nashville that are like really like on like all over the place. I'd say like there's artists from like and they're kind of like just popping up now too that I'm just noticing, like even rock artists from all the way over to hip hop artists and stuff like that. I mean, kind of motivating me to get like branch out myself and kind of like get my sound out like out of state, like kind of in a way. Like I started making music and I'm trying to branch out my stuff like more to Maine, states around the area and stuff like that.
Yeah. Maine is rocking over there, bro.
Maine's a spot.
Maine is crazy.
I love Maine. Shout out
me
Maine.
too. I like Maine too. Maine is probably one of the most chill states. It depends on where in Maine. Let me tell you, because sometimes, you know, the darker skin is not appealing to them. But I've been to Portland. I've been to Old Orchard. I've been around that area, man, and they're the most accepting people I've ever been across from. So Maine, shout out to Maine, bro. Maine's got a great. We're talking about
Duchess.
We're talking about rock shows in the community out there, right? Yeah. So what was the question I was gonna ask you? Damn, I forgot.
Stop, reboot.
Maine. We're talking about Maine. So where in Maine were you doing shows at?
Maine. I was doing a couple of shows around like Portland area and stuff like that.
Okay.
I met a couple artists out there.
Fucking love Maine, bro.
I love Maine.
Yeah.
That's all I have for Maine is love. But
you ever been to Monday of the Mines? You ever been there? You ever done shows there? You should. That's where you need to go, bro. Start booking your stuff over there.
I haven't even did a show in Maine yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to branch out as well.
I think it's on a Monday though, so you may have to I don't know if you work Mondays and stuff, but there's a hip hop community there called Monday of the Mines, and you can probably I think they do rock shows. Whatever you feel like you want to perform is what they rock with, and they kind of have a connection with New Hampshire too. Like these dudes from the Shaskeen. You ever heard the rap night?
Nah, I haven't.
You never heard of Rap Night? Rap Night's been a staple.
In Manchester,
Yeah, Manchester. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, yeah.
So they have that connection there where they'll do shows there, and then the people who do shows there will go to Maine to try to get that community going.
Yeah.
So you should tap into that, man. What about Vermont? You been to Vermont yet?
Never. I'm trying to. If I have the opportunity, I'll do it.
So what I'll do is I'll have to reach out to some people, man, and I'll link you with them. So you know if you're trying to do shows and put yourself out there a little bit more. These shows are super small, but if you want to do bigger shows, obviously Massachusetts is where it's at when it comes to bigger shows, especially Boston.
Yeah, I got my PR trying to get me shows out there in Boston and Dorchester and all them places.
Yeah. So do Boston. If you can get Boston, Rhode Island is.
That's my hometown, baby.
Rhode
I got my sister out there trying to get me shows out there.
Shout out to Rhode Island.
Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
I was actually at Providence the other day trying to network with a venue owner there and. Try to do these. I'm kind of tapping into the Spanish shows as well, and man, what an experience, bro! I got nothing but good things to say about Rhode Island. So shout out to Rhode Island.
Rhode Island's nice. They're really supportive out there.
Just the whole
I
New
got
England
family out there too. And
there you go.
New Haven.
Yeah, there you go. Tap into that, man. If you can hit all the spots. The best thing about New England is that we have 6 states in one. We have one region. If you can tap into each state, little by like every year, just whatever you need to do as far as staying consistent. I promise you, with the demographic that's there and how many people listen to music, your shit is gonna skyrocket. As long as you keep reminding them that you're that nigga. Yeah, I mean,
that's all I want, man. Gotta be a superstar, man.
So, and then obviously New York's 4 hours from here, but New York is a whole different beast, man. But if you can tap into New York, every like maybe 2-3 times a year or something like that. There's a lot of the people that I met there, bro. They go like every month to perform in New York to try to get it. They'll come back and go every month, whatever they can do. But if you really want to get your music out there like that, eventually you're gonna have to try to hit New York.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to hit New York. Like that Brooklyn show. Like George been telling me about that. Hope, he's been telling me about that. He's like, you gotta tap in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who to tap in.
Shout out to Hope. Hope is my guy.
Shout out Hope, man. He's a really good artist. Especially he's putting on for New Hampshire too.
Absolutely. A lot of people are, man. Shout out to everybody that's been putting out for New Hampshire, New England in general, man.
Yeah, don't worry, we're going to make it soon.
Yeah, sure,
we're going to be out there soon.
But yeah, man, if you tap into New York, man, just kind of experience that. It's a nerve-wracking experience, but once you get it under your belt, you're going to want to go back every single time. I'm telling you.
It's not going to be nerve-wracking for me, man.
Me and the homies went there. We came back the same night. We went to a show. It was like at 7 o'clock. We came back I got home till like 3 in the morning. I drove right back, bro. I couldn't even make it, actually. I had to stop at a rest stop and sleep in the car because I was like, shit, I'm tired. Yeah, I mean, so I think that you do well in New York, honestly. I'm keep performing like you did in Lowell, man.
Trying to get bigger crowd base. You know what I mean? I don't care who's there. I'm doing it.
Yeah, the main thing
my
is
whole mindset's different.
You want to perform to a crowd that hasn't listened to you yet. That's the main thing, because performing to a crowd that has listened to you, I mean, it's good because you get that love, but there's no growth in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because those same people are going to listen to your music. Perform to a crowd that hasn't listened to you. That's where you want to tap into. Places you haven't been in yet. That's where you're going to start getting your community, your fan base, and your growth.
Yeah.
So it can get uncomfortable and nerve-wracking and stuff, but once you get into that habit of performing to people that haven't heard you yet, I promise you, your streams are going to go up. You know what I mean? So
60,000 right now. Let me down.
Yeah, 60K in Spotify, right?
Spotify. Yeah, I haven't checked it.
60K.
That's the one I promote the most, though. Is Spotify.
There you go. Do you have it on anything else?
I got the video on YouTube.
What about Amazon Music?
I think it's on there. I think it's on everything.
Word.
Pretty sure it's on everything.
Check it out. We're gonna put that video. The music video is on. We're gonna put it on this episode too. So you're gonna catch it either in the beginning or the end of the broadcast. But we're gonna put it on there for sure. And all his music links, everything. The song that he promoted, the video that he has there, whatever album's coming out, whatever you want to put on there, just let me know. We'll get it set.
Got you.
So, all right. So where are we now? We're talking about music, Maine, performing shows. What are some of the things that you find difficult when you're trying to create, a song, or just a challenge that you always kind of try to overcome every time you create something?
Sometimes I get, what is it called? Writer's block.
Yeah, writer's block.
That's the main thing I have. If I don't have a studio in front of me, which I do, to record it down, and I have something going and I can't record it, like I'm telling you, no, like 10 minutes later, bro, like if I am not rapping it or I stop, I completely forget the whole flow of it. That shit frustrates me, and I'm like, damn, I wish I had a studio in front of me. I wish I had something to record this shit. So now I just make use of that. I go into like BandLab and record it from my phone or something, just so I can save it. Because, you know what I mean? I have a lot of songs, man. I got lots of songs, bro. I got a solo album coming up after I drop this feature album. I'm already in the works on my solo album already. I already got like 10, 15 songs ready to come out for that.
Okay.
I just got to put it on a couple of verses, find out the sound on some of the hooks, you know what I mean? Just, tweak it a little bit. But I pretty much got most of the beats bots. I get beats from my beat maker from GFE. His name's Zay Alex. He's a really good beat maker. Really good, man. He came a long way. He came from making love beats. Now he's making beats that I like now. I'm like, all right, bro, I see you. You know what I mean? So now
what's his name? GFE?
His name is Zay Alex.
Shout out to GFE. Zay Alex.
Yeah, he's a good beat maker, man.
Yeah, come to the show April 13th, bro. We need 13th, producers
man.
out there to network, because I'm trying to get artists, producers, dancers, whatever, man. We just kind of want to bring the community together so we can network and try to build each other up. So that's the whole plan.
I do have another show coming up for Charlie Clips this Sunday.
It's this Sunday.
This Sunday
okay,
coming up.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and tell the people.
Yo, March 24th, Charlie Clips show. Don't miss out, man. You want to be out there? Let me down.
Where's
Perform
it
that
at?
shit for you guys. 98 Middle Street, Low Mass, Smokehouse Tavern. Make sure you show up. Make sure you pop out and show the support that you guys already showed me, man. I really appreciate that shit.
Shout out to Charlie Clips too, and shout out to everybody that's
that comedy
running that
show.
too.
It's a comedy show. I can't wait to see
Is
that.
it a comedy? It's like a Wild 'N Out
I
thing.
think he's gonna do it. Yeah, I think
I
so.
thought he's
think
performing. Well,
Nah,
it's kind of his performance.
I think
anyway.
I think he's bringing like somebody else from Wild 'N Out, and they're gonna do like some stand up comedy type shit.
Oh, that's dope.
I think that's what X was saying.
That's dope.
Shout out One Eye Visuals too on that Let Me Down video. I just wanted to put that out there too.
That's dope. No, that's definitely. Shout out to everybody involved. Where am I at with it?
We need you to pop out to the show too.
I think the Punchline Academy is coming that day too. That's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna be in Jewel nightclub too. So the guy that's running it from New York, he's coming up there. So
I
I
never did a show at Jewel.
I
I'm
already
trying to get in there.
I already made plans for that. If it wasn't for that, I'd go. But because he's coming to the podcast.
Oh, that's fine.
So yeah, so just like one of those things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I've been watching videos of those shows over there, man. It's just crazy. So, Duchess, what are some of the things that you challenge you know when you're making music? Like the same question for him. Like, what are some of the things that you experience, the challenges and stuff? I know he said writer's block. Is that one of the things that you kind of go to as well?
Writer's block sucks, yeah. I'd say like voice memos is my best friend in that academy, kind of like something on my mind walking down the street. I'm like, shit, let me take my phone out, record it real quick. Like my voice, like even like just melodies and stuff. Sometimes like for me, I can't come up with the words. I'll have a melody in my head though for those words. Like maybe that'll come later, you know what I mean? Just sing that melody out loud, got it for later, whatever, something like that. But other than like writer's block, I'd say like I'm like very emotion driven, I guess, when I put when I write my music. So like maybe like just getting my emotions translate into words, if that makes any sense.
Transitioning,
like transitioning into
it's hard to do that sometimes.
onto the paper, you know what I mean? But like everybody got the emotion, it's just how you're gonna get it out, you know what I mean?
You ever try recording yourself when you're feeling those emotions and then kind of reviewing it after and see if you can kind of describe it like that?
Like in like a talking way, or like
So sometimes you know how announcers will say like NBA players, right? NBA games, you have the commentators that they'll describe people's emotions, right? Because they can see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're in those fields, it's hard to describe it, right? You ever try to record yourself sometimes when you're in those fields? Just put the camera, record it. Don't even worry about it. Just put it there. You know, you're feeling those feels, and then go back, review the camera, review the recording, and be like, all right, let me see how I was feeling. Maybe I can write towards it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? When you're in a different state of mind, because when you're in that state of mind, it's hard to do anything, right? It's just you're in your feels. So
it's kind of like that's like my coping mechanism for it. It's just like, all right, I got something on my mind or something emotion wise going on. I gotta go in the studio, or I go to the pen, go to the notes, write it down, record it up, whatever, something like that. But
no doubt. And what are some of the who are some of the people that when you're doing music that really is like, all right, bro? I know AJ is one of your biggest supporters, but who are some of the people that you were surprised when you play their music? You're like, oh shit, you fuck with my shit. You don't have to name names. You can just be like, acquaintance or a friend or whoever.
I mean, I'd say like,
what was your biggest surprise when you found out? Let me rephrase the question. When you did music and you put it out there, and you got the feedback, what was your biggest surprise on your feedback?
Kind of how much people actually like related to me in a way. Like I like rather than just like, all right, cool, let me get a couple thousand views. I'd like rather see like those 200 people that view my stuff relate to it in a way. You know what I mean? Emotion wise, like, oh shit, I can relate to this person's story. Like he's not just like he's an artist I can relate to. This is why I'm gonna listen to him. You know what I mean? This is why I'm gonna come back to him, because he has something he's trying to say that I can relate to in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about. It's not about the numbers. Not about the numbers at all in that situation.
You want those diehard fans, man.
Yeah, don't get discouraged about the numbers. When I first started all this, right, back in 2015, I was so focused on the numbers that it made me like say, Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but as I learned going, I mean, I'm not saying my shit's viral or anything like that. I learned to love it more than I learned to try to, make it bigger than what it is, right? So once I learned to love it, it didn't matter to me who was viewing it, how many people was doing it. I was just doing it because I want to do my part.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So, you can't worry about the numbers. The numbers will eventually grow because at the end of the day, if the people love it, they're going to share it.
Exactly.
Naturally. So, and that's what you want. You want the organic fan base. You don't want the paid fan base because it's not sustainable. You get a paid fan base, you do a show, who the fuck's going to go to your show?
No.
You know what I mean? So, and you going to get the robots to come through?
Everybody,
You know what I mean?
everybody
Like,
nowadays with the paid promotion shit.
right? That's crazy. Like, and it's so easy to spot them. I don't know if you guys have ever tried
It's
to.
not hard.
If somebody reached out to you and be like, "Who's this?" and then you look in their music,
They have like 15,000.
and 5 comments or 3 comments, and then you look at or they say they have 10 comments, and you look at the people who commented, and they just created a YouTube page yesterday
Yeah.
or something like that. You're like, come on, man.
Created it for your for your comment.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, oh my God, it's act like we don't know. You know what I mean? It's not sustainable. So yeah, the organic part of it is and building that, even though it's difficult, it's slow, but it's a journey. So when you get to that point, bro, you're gonna appreciate it so much more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I say it feels so much better knowing that though. Like at the end of the day, like you made that happen. You know what I mean? It's not
your
okay.
baby, you
I'm
created
paying
it.
it to happen. No, that doesn't sound right in a sentence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You make your music. You make your path.
Yeah,
You bad. You lie in it. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
That's how it is.
Absolutely. So just embrace that path, man. Embrace the journey. So
Exactly.
I know we gotta head out. What time is it? What we got?
I was flying.
Time is flying when you're having fun.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we're gonna play that track back again. You want to play another one?
Yeah. A different song?
If you want, or do you want to play we can still play the same song. Let's play the same song.
I was going to say, I could show them that song I did for my sons if they want to hear that.
Yeah, let's play it. I know the people want to hear it.
If you want. I mean, it's out on
Again,
platforms.
check out these guys performing April 13th at the Polish Club, 2nd floor. The Connect Effect. The event is called the Connect Effect. It's a networking event. We're gonna have entertainment in there. We're gonna have hip hop ciphers. There's gonna be drinks. Drinks you have to pay for, obviously. There's gonna be food you have to pay for, obviously. But yeah, we're gonna have fun, man. I'm hoping to get vendors.
Free, man.
We're hoping to get vendors. I might do like an on the spot episode to interview everybody that's performing for the show. So come through. It's a free show. April 13th. It's a Saturday at Polish Club. It's called the Connect Effect, presented by FlowTawk Szn2. And also shout out to Toy Box Studios, Mr. Good Bars.
Shout out Mr. Good Bars, man.
He was a part of this idea as well. So we definitely gonna get it happen.
All right, let's run that for him.
All right.
Baby, don't cry. Baby, don't cry no more. I'm so sorry that I left you standing in the cold outside. I hope you know I'm yours, you're mine. It's true, it's true. Baby, I can't even sleep without you. I cannot replace this, no one can replace you. I'm such a
MD, you
If y'all want me to
Baby, don't cry. Baby, don't cry no more. I'm so sorry that I left you standing in the cold outside. I hope you know I'm yours, you're mine. It's true, baby, I can't even sleep without you. I cannot replace this,
I remember when I used to stand in the rain, hot cold, but I feel it get colder. I remember when I had no one to lean on. I ain't have no shoulder to cry on. I had them enough for the best. Wiping my tears, I can be like the rest. Deep down inside, I'm depressed. I remember them times I was lash out. Cause me losing my son, I was hurting. Yeah, I ain't wanna live no more. Try to battle with my demons and lost myself. I put my whole family through pain. I know that they love me, but I push them away. Fuck you, get the fuck on my face. But I don't know what was wrong with me. Demons, they calling me. I lost my son, he was part of me. Couldn't say goodbye, was haunting me. I left my head down. Living with regret now. And I don't know what was wrong with me. Demons, they calling me. I lost my son, he was part of me. Couldn't say goodbye, was haunting me. I left my head down. I'm living with regret now. Yeah, yeah. I had no way to tell people that my life isn't safe. I wanted to in my own life, but chose a better way. I put my pain in every ball, cause music's my escape. I said all alone with shit and praying, hope for better days. But God blessed me with 3 more sons. I feel like I'm number one. Time to run from the pain right now, I know. And if you know right now, cause right now I'm a better man. Back then wouldn't understand, cause right now you know I'm the man. God, please don't understand right now. Why'd you have to go take him away? And all this pain that I've endured right now, I have to live through the worst all again. But right now I am stronger, wanted to see him longer. That's my little Julian, I feel like a fool again. I ain't get to see him grow up, turn to a bigger man. I feel like you hate me, God, please don't let me fall again. Why do I feel like you hate me? This shit drive me crazy, you took 2 for my babies. My heart is forever aching, what am I supposed to do? Right now think I need saving, why am I the only one that lost 2 of my babies? And I know that it's impossible, but I dream of miracles to get my boys right back to me, right in my arms. Like spiritual, I feel alone again. I wish I could hold my boys again. Yeah.
Baby, don't cry. Baby, don't cry no more. I'm so sorry that I left you standing in the cold outside. I hope you know I'm yours, you're mine. It's true. It's true. Baby, I can't even.
The name of the song one more time.
What Made Me?
What Made
Ajuzel
Me.
Da Rebel.
That's powerful, man. Oof. Check that out, Spotify. Show my man support. Duchess, Ajuzel Da Rebel, Gordy. This is Flow Talk. We'll holler at you the next time.
We out.